EGM Network.
Honestly, without Treasure Coast Community Health, I think we'd be a much poorer community in terms of our health. We're always striving to fill the gap for everyone in the community, rich or poor.
And good afternoon. Welcome to Community Conversations. As the promo said, my name is Vicki Soule, and I'm the CEO of Treasure Coast Community Health. And if you're new to town, you might not know much about us. We have 8 different locations around the Indian River County, but we take folks from north of us, south of us, and west of us so that we can provide primary care in lots of different comprehensive settings. Medical, dental, behavioral health. We have the best pharmaceutical prices you can ever imagine for all of our patients. And so I invite you, oh, and I forgot optical, fairly new service. So I invite you, if you don't have a primary care provider, to think about calling us because we take insurance, we take folks without insurance, we take folks with high deductibles and make them affordable. So give us a call. One of the wonderful benefits of being a nonprofit, though, is being able to collaborate with lots of other nonprofits. And many of them are invited to be guests here on this show so that we can sort of spread the word. And today is no exception. Today I have Amanda Morgan with us from the United Way of Indian River County, not of. And so that, again, is one of the most industrious, active, compassionate organizations that we have in our county. A lot of you fund United Ways in various counties. The donations can be allocated directly to our county, but they do lots of other fun and creative fundraisers, which they then help distribute to nonprofits that have very specific goals in mind between their 3 pillars. So we're going to talk today about one of those, maybe more, but for right now, we're going to focus on your upcoming fundraiser, the Jackie Robinson Ball Game.
Yes.
Yahoo!
Woohoo.
So why is that so special here?
So the Jackie Robinson celebration game, United Way began doing it in 2014 as an annual tradition honoring Robinson's impact on sports and society. Robinson broke the color barrier in Major League Baseball on April 15th, 1947. When he debuted with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And Holman Stadium is part of the historic Jackie Robinson training complex, and it holds special significance to Jackie's legacy as he was integrated. As he integrated spring training facility in the South.
Mm-hmm. He did that.
He did, and he played his first game at Holman Stadium on March 31st, 1948.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yes.
When you think back how many years that was. And so from 14 on, every year with the exception of the pandemic year.
Yes, so this is our first year back since 2019.
Wow.
So this is, it's like our kickoff.
Ha. And yet I know that the United Way in between years had various smaller recognition games like the Jawbones and Sawbones.
Yes, the Trike Wars.
Yeah.
Yep.
All those
we
cool
have the
things.
golf. We have a golf, citrus golf tournament coming up right before Jackie Robinson on April 12th.
And didn't you guys just have a paddleboard?
Yes, St.
Patty's
Day.
Yeah.
St. Paddle's Day, I believe, is what St. Paddle something.
Second annual. I caught that part.
Yes.
Okay. And you've still got the VITA tax system relief going on as well for free tax returns for certain populations.
Yes, we still have appointments available. As a matter of fact, right before I came in, I was making appointments for a family that walked into the office.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I know you save people a ton of money through that free service. And so we thank you very much on behalf of so many of our patients and clients.
About halfway through, we had saved just in tax preparation fees over $300,000.
Wow.
And that was, a month ago when I checked.
Yeah.
So it's much, we had done like 1,800 taxes when I checked. So I know we're going to break the 2,000.
So much for the volunteers that do that.
Oh, absolutely.
It is definitely a community effort. of those people who like math and take the class, and then provide all that extra care for folks who can then use that money for food or clothing or things for their kids. So
or medical care.
Yeah, or medical care. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. That's certainly not free anywhere anymore.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the baseball game, though. Okay. When is it?
It's April 15th.
Same as Tax Day.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep, we do it April 15th each year.
Okay. And are you looking for volunteers?
Always. Our volunteers, we're going to be closing off registration for volunteers on April 8th.
Okay.
And I'd rather have more volunteers than not enough volunteers, so please sign up. 14 and above can sign up.
Oh.
I have lots of different opportunities to volunteer. We need parking attendants and gate attendants, people like crowd control. We're going to have a kids area, so we're going to need volunteers there. There's going to be food trucks. There's a lot of fun activities for before the game for the kids to run some of that
Need
energy
some hula
out.
hoops? I have a half dozen or more.
It's funny because Meredith wants hula hoops so bad.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Well, tell her I've got 6 or 8. I'll be bringing over.
I will tell her. She will be very happy.
And this is how we do it.
Yeah.
This is the community.
Good collaboration.
Okay. So it's on April 15th, afternoon or evening game?
It is. So the gates open at 5. The ceremony starts at 6 and the first pitch is 6:42.
Okay. Right. Well, not quite sundown yet. Okay. Fireworks after?
Not this year.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask.
Yeah. The parking situation is going to be very different from years in the past.
Okay.
So people definitely need to just watch the signs and know that the parking's different. We won't be parking off 26th in that smaller parking area.
Okay.
Of course, we're going to have the ADA area, but it's going to be where the old golf course used to be, that area that they just renovated.
Off of 43rd.
Off of 43rd. That's where parking will be this year.
So if you come from the east along 26,
there is a spot to pull in.
Okay.
Yeah, there'll be signs. We'll have sheriff's officers out and Vero Beach Police Department, and there'll be signs telling you where to turn in.
Okay. And then will there be the usual popcorn and beverages available?
Yes, there's going to be several food trucks. I don't recall. I know Pepper and Salt is going to be there.
Okay.
I remember that because I love them.
We're so fortunate. We have so many wonderful food vendors.
We do. And all of them, it's going to be something different with each vendor. Plus the normal hot dogs will be there. Jackie Robinson will have hot dogs as well.
Yeah, you can't have a ball game without hot dogs and beer.
Yes.
Well, at least hot dogs, right? Sorry. You got to prime me better for these conversations. I go off on my own. Oops. So what makes this really special in your mind?
So because Jackie Robinson, what he did really changed the course of baseball, and it opened up and allowed, people of color to be able to play and not be shamed.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter whether you're Hispanic or Caucasian or whatever. It is a sport for all.
Yes.
And all of our kids are still out there throwing balls, dreaming of when they grow up and things that they can do. And that might be one of them.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've got a couple of minutes, but we're going to take a short break for a word from our sponsors. You have some sponsors, though.
I do, yes.
Shall we announce who they are?
Of course. I have to look at my paper because it's a long name. So United Way is proud to have the Merrill Lynch Wealth Management Groups of Morgan, Peterson, and Shambo, Schweibner, Schwartz as the presenting sponsors, along with some other incredible community partners who have made this event possible.
That is awesome. And we thank you so much because, again, without everybody coming together to make it happen, it just isn't the same. And so we really appreciate that. Where can people buy tickets, though?
So they can go on to our website, www.unitedwayirc.org. And if they go under events and go down to Jackie Robinson, they can either buy tickets or sign up to volunteer.
Ah,
And they also, at the Holman Stadium on Tuesdays and Saturdays from 10 to 1, they will have the box office open to purchase tickets. And
they've done a lot of renovations
they
around
have.
there. So
Yes.
that might be worth the trip alone if you've got the time.
Yes.
Otherwise, the website is open 24/7, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So again, we're going to take a short word from our sponsors and we'll be right back. Treasure Coast Community Health in-house pharmacies have the lowest prices in Indian River County, even lower than big box pharmacies. Taking your medication as prescribed leads to better health. Affordable medicine makes it easier. Treasure Coast Community Health patients can pick up medicine as they leave the office or use free delivery and mail order services. Pharmacists are always available to answer questions. Switch to TCCH pharmacies. Save money, stay healthy. 772-257-8224 and ask about our price match.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats and chairs, and all the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Riverside, Universal Coastal Living, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're also the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of Berlin Gardens and Pollywood. We specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Right now, we're having a spring sale with lots of great markdowns and discounts on everything you need for your Florida home, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street, filled with lots of brand name closeouts and sale items. And visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Are you a therapist or a nurse seeking the multi-state compact license? In the state of Florida, these and many other industries require a Level 2 live scan background check for clearance to work in your industry. A1A Fingerprints is your certified live scan source from Broward to Brevard. And if you're a medical provider, you need to be registered on the ACA web portal. A1A Fingerprints will help you navigate and comply with the law. Call 772-494-6556 or visit a1afingerprints.com. A1A Fingerprints.
And welcome back to Community Conversations. If you're just joining, today I have, as Amanda says, I'm here so often, I'm like family. Amanda Morgan from the United Way, Indian River County. And it's true because they always have so many things going on. We talked earlier about some of those things. St. Paddle Day, a paddle board day, whatever it is.
Yes.
Paddle competition. And then the Jackie Robinson game, the Vita tax work. I mean, you've always got something in the pot going on.
We do.
And then in the fall, is that when your golf outing comes up?
No, our golf is actually April 12th. So it's right before Jackie Robinson we have. And they're still looking for teams. So if you have, golfers, you want to sign up, they do teams of 4. You can go to the website. And I'm not really sure where you sign up for that, but I'm sure it's on the website, or you can always call.
And do you know where the golf outing is at this year?
Yes, it's at Sandridge.
Okay. And again, all the funds that are collected here stay here. I saw a statistic recently that the United Way and their partners help at least 1 in every 4 individuals in our county. And so as our county's grown, so has the need. But again, as family, an extended family, we all help each other out here. It's that small town grown-up feeling. So if you're new to town and would like to go out and do any of these events, know that it's a good placement, a real feel-good for everyone in our community. So the Jackie Robinson game is coming up April 15th.
Yes.
You want to make sure that you come out because the parking's a little bit different, a little bit earlier than the 5:15 gate opening.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Okay. See, I'd be late as usual. And the game, the first pitch is
6:42.
Okay. So a little bit of time in between there, but we already talked There will be food vendors.
There will be food vendors. There will be
activities for kids.
Bounce houses, fun things for the little ones.
Okay.
And
And it's a chance to catch up with your friends and neighbors because it is definitely a community event. How many people can sit in the stadium?
5,000.
Okay. So that's definitely more than my friend's outreach.
We've sold over 2,000 tickets so far. So
That's
it's
wonderful.
better to get your ticket now than wait until game day and we're sold out.
Well, and you guys sort of assisted that by having some discount tickets available. Unfortunately, that ended yesterday.
Yes.
But I would imagine at the gate prices are going to increase as well.
Yes.
So this is still a good window between now and April 14th to buy tickets. And what will that cost now for a family?
So the tickets are $12 each right now.
Okay.
And it's general admission, so there's no assigned seats.
Cool. So the earlier you come,
the earlier
better
you
your
come.
chances of sitting in your favorite spot.
Yes.
Okay.
And on April 15th, the prices go up to $15, and that's if we have tickets left.
That's still a very reasonable price. We were talking about how things have changed in the world of baseball since we were kids. The feeling is there, the nostalgia is there. It's still a slow game, but it's still, at least in Indian River County, a very affordable family outing and making memories with the kids as well as doing something really good.
Yes, and 3 and under, it's free. So if you have the little ones and you still want to come, 3 and under is free.
Okay. And is it possible then, as you talk about little kids, I always remember the satchels of things that we brought, the little crackers and bottles for the babies and that sort of thing. So is that possible to get through the gate without a big problem, I presume?
For like baby needs, yes.
Okay. Well, we've gotten so security minded that I'm asking on behalf of others.
Yeah, so we will have up on our website the know before you go. We just got the information yesterday from Jackie Robinson and the Cardinals. So we're putting it up on the website, hopefully in the next day or so, for people to know before they go. And we'll also have signs throughout the parking area saying, don't bring this, don't bring this, things like that.
I'm assuming bug spray is still allowable.
I would imagine so.
As I'm thinking about a dusk kind of setting outside of the pool deck that's enclosed, because again, from a health perspective, we are starting to get into mosquito season, and they are transmitters of yucky things that we don't want. And some of the other countries are having some problems with things that, again, we don't want, but once they're in a person and that person flies back to the United States, particularly from the Caribbean, we want to make sure that we're cool.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about who's playing.
So it's the Clearwater Threshers versus the Palm Beach Cardinals. Okay. And this is going to be a home game for Palm Beach Cardinals.
Interesting. I can't say I've ever been to a game from Palm Beach fall. So do you think they're evenly matched?
I don't know.
Don't know.
I'm not really
Come
a baseball
see.
person, so come out and check it out.
Okay. And what other kinds of things would you like the audience to know? We're kind of winding down. We've got a few more minutes. Anything in particular that?
I still need volunteers. So
volunteers.
Please, if you want to come to the game and have a good time and also help out, I'd love to have you. Again, April 8th is our cutoff. So after that, I won't be able to get you signed up. So the sooner you sign up, the better.
So I'm assuming that the entryway is free then.
For the volunteers. Yes.
And are you providing T-shirts or some other means of identifying them?
Yes. So they will receive a specific T-shirt, and we also have lanyards with ID for them.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
A new T-shirt.
Yes. That's always fun.
It is. What color is it this year?
It's like a yellowish color. It's like a United Way yellow.
Okay. So if you need incentives besides doing something fun and good, get a T-shirt out of the deal.
Yes. And CAPS, I believe, is sponsoring food for the volunteers.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
So again, we're very thrilled that United Way is our partner. They have done so much good for our community by following 3 different pillars. And I think the last time you were here, we were trying to figure out the 3 pillars,
Yes.
and we forgot finance. I can't believe we did that.
Health, education, and financial stability.
That's right. So we got it all nailed now. But more than that, it's really about bringing people together. We've done some work recently with you all in terms of better disaster planning and responsiveness, because, again, the tornadoes that came through here, as opposed to hurricanes, a whole different response requirement, odd as it seems. And we recognize that we could do better planning as a community. It's not just about keeping our trees trimmed back or getting the things on the windows to protect the insides of our homes, but really a more connectedness to those that live in the community before, during, and after. And again, I thank your group for the leadership that they have shown in that. Nobody wants to think disasters, but it is a real part of life in Florida, I guess everywhere now. But that's an awesome thing. And this year, I'm trying to figure out the cycle because of your 3 pillars. You don't have applications every year in every area for support.
Right.
Do you know what this year is moving into?
I believe it's education.
Okay.
And that's, we just had our Citizens Review Panel orientation. So they start their site visits on April the 9th.
So can you spend a minute or two just updating new folks to town what the Citizens Review Panel is and who can help with that as well?
So our Citizens Review Panel is it's volunteers from our community that, so all of our funded partners,
like Treasure Coast.
Yes,
Yeah.
they have an education. They have, there's a review process, and the funds that they can receive is going to be based on the volunteers going out, reviewing and saying, yes, we're going to give them the money, or no, we're not. I don't think very often they say no, but there has been a few times it has happened. But yeah, we do not make the decision. The community makes the decision with where the funds go.
And so each of those review panels has about 8 or 10 people on it that volunteer.
Yes, this year there's 12 on each panel.
Oh, great.
Yeah, they do. We have governance, finance review, and then the ones that go out and
boots on the ground,
yes,
checking us out.
Yes,
which is a wonderful thing because we think we're good. Every organization does. But there really is good, better, and best.
Yes.
And particularly if the funding is lower that year, not everybody can get everything that they might ask for. So that objective committee is very recognized, respected, and helpful. So if you've got a few hours, I think they meet a couple of times with some homework.
Yes.
To look at the organizations themselves and then meet. So it's not super time intensive if you're just down for the season. So thank you very much for that info. Thank you for considering this for next year as we get ready to kick off that review process again. And thank you, Amanda, for being here again.
Thank you.
We love it. We do. And thank you for staying with us till the end. We hope that the information that we present through our guests is helpful to you. And more than that, we hope that it's so helpful that you want to share it, donate your small talk to the things that are happening that are good in the community. It's easy to talk about the things that are upsetting, but we do some wonderful work here in this community, and we can only do it with community involvement. So have a great evening. We're all done for today, and we'll be back next week. And thank you for all you do in your own community. Bye-bye now.